It is... Oh, the wrong voice. Hey, guys, get the fuck out of my fuselage. Welcome back to Season 2 of the Mercs of Mischief. We're here, we're going to play a game. Lots of crazy things happening in the world, so we hope that you're all safe, you're all healthy, and either way, we hope that we can bring you a little bit of entertainment in the next few hours. So welcome to the Mercenaries of Mischief.
I'm gonna need you to send me a picture of
whatever Lenny looks
for the intro that I need to edit now for that.
I don't know, just draw a bad skeleton. You know,
we have the tools.
Kind of. Yeah, I guess we probably should make a Lenny puppet, shouldn't we?
Yeah, we're just making a Lenny puppet. Like
all
you just use.
All you need is a popsicle.
Well, if they keep crossing worlds, I need one.
All right.
Fair enough.
So, welcome to the Avalon Knights Academy. Before we start our school day, I just have a couple announcements. We are still accepting donations for Extra Life and for our run at Gen Con in the Down There part. You can still get our exclusive Mercenaries of Mischief and Avalon Knights Academy garb. The 2012 graduating, or 22, 2020, I'm going back in time. I'm going back in time. We're displaced. You can get your Scott t-shirts. You can also get 2020 graduating class garb and notebooks and all these kind of things from Redbubble. You can get in the Down There part. And if you support us on Patreon, you can play a game once a month with me, or you can get access to our Minecraft special server, or you can get some cool shit in the mail just at the first tier.
Oh my God, we just got a great idea from chat. Thank you, Wanderer. Says that we should have a sort of like
a PA jingle.
A PA jingle.
I'm on board for it. I'm here for it. Let's do it.
Ready?
There's one I know, but
God.
I love it. Drama.
This is a real-time stream improvement brought to you by the Mercenaries.
Oh, wait, no, it should be more like this. That would be the end. Okay, so at the beginning of announcements, and then at the end, it's
All right. Roll the thing.
Remind me to do that next week, guys.
Excellent.
Well, tomorrow, because he does it.
No, on the subject of merch too, keep an eye out on our store because we will be having a custom merch section pop up. We will be having a store pop up, and it'll be kind of a custom merch section on our website. As soon as we sort of work out the kinks, those dice we've been working on, designed by Sarah over here. I've been working on printing up some good clean masters so that we can get some molds together and allow you to buy some AKA dice. If you
Hooray!
In addition to the AKA pins, which we'll start offering, and possibly some other things.
Some cool shit that you can get.
Stuff that's in the works that are fucking hilarious. That's all I'm
This
gonna say.
concludes today's announcements. Roll the thing.
Okay, hold on. Come on, baby. You can do it. I believe in you. Oh, come on.
On the shores of the desert,
There we go.
just across the way from golden fields, there rests a lonely keep.
And we're back.
Welcome back.
It sort of worked that time.
It is Sunday night. It is time for the Mercenaries of Mischief. I, as always, am your benevolent Dungeon Master Puck, and I am joined by these first responders and crisis workers in Boriskar Bridge. Thank you so much. Yeah, and people who may have been involved in the crisis, as it unfolded. So, oh, Jesus, all flying off. And I will now introduce them in no particular order, starting with Frozen Kite turned lead triage worker and organizer, Rolda, followed by extraordinary market matchmakers, Lilith Singer and Gilbetta fucking Knott.
That was kind of overshadowed by the other stuff.
But really the memories will stick with me forever.
That's
And the memory is to not do any more characters that have to talk to each other for a really long period of time.
No, I'm gonna find ways to make it happen now. It's my new goal in life. Sorry.
And last but not least, Lucas, the half-elf paladin, recently disarmed.
There's not a lot to say after that.
No, that's it.
It happened.
Yeah, it happened.
If you haven't noticed, there's a arm missing in the new art.
Yeah, no, it's
the overlay.
People are
It's
talking about
it's
it in
been
the
mentioned.
chat.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh my god, you
Yeah.
guys are quick.
They're all about it.
And I see an idea now that I didn't have before. I'm gonna have to talk to Richard and see if I can get that wooden arm.
Recently, just like, come on, stick. You gotta lick it first. Okay. So on the last episode, it was an emotional roller coaster. We started off with this lighthearted matchmaking of shopkeepers, alchemists, creating potions together, and truly two old elderly folks found love together. After that, Lucas made an attack against a red-scaled half-giant. And though it was a mighty blow,
Giant?
it was not... Or, sorry, half-dragon. Half-dragon. My mistake. Red-scaled half-dragon. And I've been deep diving in a lot of lore. My brain's all over the place. It's red-scaled half-dragon dealt a mighty blow, but unfortunately it was not enough to fell this warrior. And this warrior was being escorted by a adult white dragon named Cryovane. And Cryovane proceeded to strafe the entire encampment with his frost breath, causing a lot of damage. Everybody jumped into action, did what they could to assist and help. Lucas lost an arm to the half-dragon known as
Carmine.
Carmine, right.
I keep getting it confused with Carbine, but that's something
Yeah. And we found out through a cutscene that Carmine ate that arm as a roadside snack. Like,
As you do.
Like you do.
You know, you take your trophy, and if you can't hang it on a wall, you eat it.
Yeah. You can nom. Something for the road. You know how it is. Long road trips. You got to have like a bag of pick and mix. So after
Pick
that
and
happened.
mix? Hold on. Is this a Canadianism?
Yeah, no, this is fine. This is other Canadian shit. This but after everything had calmed down and the body count was totaled and the wounded were tended to, aid had arrived from nearby Daggerford. And Gilbetta, in talking with Mr. Mirror Eye, the cleric who supervises this place, along with Mr. Stagwinter, found out that there is a nearby manor house, an estate, that trains up Pegasi for people to ride.
No big deal. Just training
No
some
big deal.
Pegasi over here.
Just trains Pegasi. They do it recreationally.
Is it Pegasuses or is it Pegasi?
I believe it's Pegasi.
Like octopuses, it doesn't.
Yeah.
It hits the ear wrong.
Pegasus.
I mean, octopuses is more correct, though.
No.
Is it?
It is.
Is it look, English is the language of lies.
It has to do with the etymology of the word. Look, I'm not going to get into it now, but go look it up.
It doesn't
can't-
matter. About
I
the
have
etymology
no
of the word.
desire
It
to
becomes this
look it up.
weird- English is 3 languages wearing a trench coat, pretending to be one language. It doesn't matter any of the rules. It's all made up, and we just
Yeah. Well, it's because it's Greek and not Latin, so it's
All
like
right.
the actual correct is octopedify or something. Anyways,
The important thing here is that you can go to this manor house known as Heartwing Estate and acquire some Pegasi to take you to the Forest of Worms and catch up with this person who caused all this devastation. And that is what we learned before nightfall came and everyone got whatever rest that they could. And now we join our party on the following morning. Oh, what do you have? What do you want a thing? What are you doing?
Oh, you didn't. No, you didn't see.
No, you put your hands up. What are we doing?
I did. I'm gonna have some kind of dream sequence. I've already missed 3.
Okay, have your dream sequence. What are you doing? You can play Dungeons and Dragons as much as you want before morning.
All right, cool. Sorry.
No, go ahead. Do your thing.
So before morning rises, Lilith has a dream, and I'll try to be quick with it.
Okay.
And in the dream, she hears the cries and the yelling and the destruction, basically similar to what happened, mixed between like the dragon attacking and the giants attacking, and then in the middle of the battle, someone like comes in and surprises her and catches her off guard from behind, and she falls forward and face on the ground. She like temporarily gets knocked out, and when she opens her eyes again, she's not in that battle scene. And instead, she hears a drip, drip, drip sound. And she looks down, and from the wound that she received, there's a bloody trail. Looks like it's going down a ramp. And the room is completely dark, and the only thing lit is the bloody trail. And she gets up. And she's a little winded and disoriented until she hears this screeching sound. And not knowing where else to go, she walks towards the path where the blood trail is dripping down. And eventually, she sees a stairwell in this dark abyss of a place that she's in. And she goes down the steps. And then she hears the cry getting louder and louder with each step. And eventually, when she reaches the last step going downward, there's a door and she opens it. And in there, she sees a creature flapping around and in chains, just screaming, screaming, screaming. And when she can see it as she can see it better as she approaches and see that it's her, but it's that form back in the nightmare mist, where it's the more demonic version of her, just wailing and crying and just trying to pull the chains out. And Lilith runs towards it and tries to give her a hug and tries to calm the nightmare Lilith down And when she pulls back to help him pull the chains out from the floor that it's stuck to, instead she sees Bakala Anna. And he's screaming like she remembered in the mirror when he was like injured and stuff. And then she hears the dragon roar. And she falls backwards and sees the dragon firing up the lightning. And then attacks her, and she wakes up.
Ooh. That's some heavy shit. All right. All right. So that's what happens to Lilith in the night. Does anybody else have any episodes they want to go through? No? All right.
No, I mean, I think Rilda, she was kind of, spending the night with the dying.
Yeah, you had said last episode you wanted to spend it where the dead and the dying were.
I don't even know if she gets a full rest.
All right.
I mean, she's all out of spell slots, so she should, but I don't know, you tell me. I'm guessing that every time that like somebody kind of stops being restless in the night, she kind of notices she's kind of sleeping in the night. She gets up and does a sort of a funeral rite, and then wraps him in the sheet and goes back to lay down. So I don't know. You tell me if it qualifies as a long rest or not.
I'm gonna say short rest for now, because you got it in between, but you were doing your duty as a cleric throughout. So,
Clerics don't get spell slots back on a short rest, do they?
no, they don't. Gonna have to talk to Clemvor about that. All right. Anyone else want to do anything in the night before morning?
Tell them, well, make me a warlock.
It's not right now. You don't want to be a warlock. It's I hear on the other show it's bad time
There's
for
a
warlocks
bad
right now.
dude out there.
He was back from Waterdeep.
It's okay. He's in Neverwinter right now. All right. So it's a long night for a lot of people. In the morning, in the sunshine of this place, in the warm spring glow.
I don't want to interrupt, but what are my hit dice?
It should say on the sheet. Rick, what is the hit dice for a cleric? I always
It's-
forget.
I think it's a D12.
For level 7? Oh, shit. All right, thank you.
I don't know. I could look it up. But anyways,
Two.
in the morning sunlight, it's still a macabre scene.
Oh, JK, it's a D8.
Yeah, there you go. Because even with the efforts of everyone to carve these people out of the ice, there is still a frozen statuary about this place. And these people are slowly melting out of it now. In the bright sunlight. So it's a rough place to be in overall. But the sun is warm. The panic and the fear has now given way to mourning and solace. As people move about, trying to retrieve their friends and loved ones from the melting ice and fix this place up and put it behind them, you guys eventually all awake and kind of reconvene. Anyone who has been wounded at this point has been treated, and now it's just a matter of collecting and tending to the dead.
Yeah, I suppose when morning arrives, Roll will go around and check on the condition of people, see if anyone's gotten worse, see if anyone unexpectedly went south.
People seem fairly well. When people are afflicted, most of the injuries are cold and frostbite related. So once the affected areas are tended to and it's allowed to be kept in a area of neutral to warm temperature, the recovery is fairly quick. The people who had limbs that were frozen and broken off, that kind of thing, have been wrapped and bandaged. Thanks to everyone's quick work, any infections have been avoided. So
Okay,
everybody's in good shape.
That toad looks pretty dead. I'm just gonna chop it off for you, okay?
It's blackened and shriveled.
She's found a meat cleaver from a kitchen.
Excellent. When you sever a frozen limb, they don't even feel it anymore because everything in it has died.
It's just dead, yeah.
Yeah.
You gotta get that dead tissue off there before
Yeah.
it goes septic.
Absolutely.
You know, maggots and such is also
You
for
know,
this time period.
All right. So, are you guys going to reconvene?
Coffee.
Oh yeah, coffee is being distributed.
That's Lilith's new jam now.
Yeah.
It's
Coffee is being distributed throughout.
from one of the
Espresso.
bar kitchens. There's
Yeah.
still a town with lots of taverns.
Yeah,
Well,
Lucas,
it's actually like a tent city, is what it is. So it's anything resembling a tavern is basically like if you ever went to like a tailgate party or like a music festival where somebody has like what is effectively a trailer set out with a bunch of tables in front of it.
Right. There's a cart. There's a food. A
Yeah.
couple different food carts. You know. they pack
Yeah,
them
all
in
kinds of
town.
things like that.
so Lucas is going to be hanging out in the forest, or in as secluded a spot as he can.
All right. Most secluded spot right now is the area by the bridge. Not a lot of forest over here because we're right next to the mire on the
Yeah.
river.
Okay, then he's just by the bridge.
Okay.
He'll
All right.
convene with everyone when it's time to convene, but he'll wait.
Take it easy.
Take it easy is the wrong word for what he's doing.
he's avoiding everyone, we'll say.
Yeah.
All right.
Lilith will go and I guess catch up with Jabetta.
All right. Jabetta, what are you up to?
She's gonna have another extra pair of coffee. Doesn't know if Jabetta's a coffee drinker or not, but she's got an extra cup.
You've worked with this woman for how long? You don't know she's a coffee drinker? This says a lot about Liz.
No idea.
I mean, really, I can't recall a moment other than when she was expressly getting drunk that Jabetta said she was drinking anything.
mostly. I mean, she has skills, so
Yeah.
water, swimming. That's like
It's always
That's
water. So we're gonna find out today: is Jabetta a coffee drinker or not?
I would say Jobetta has been by the river probably since because she would have gone to bed early, tranced, and then probably around 2 a.m. She's probably been by the river since 2 a.m.
Okay. And
Wait,
if
the
you'll-
Yucky River? Sorry.
Yes,
Yeah,
That's
no,
only
it-
west of
the
the
Yucky
bridge.
River.
If you will recall, yeah, the river is super yucky.
But that's only west of the bridge.
Yes.
Tourist
Yeah.
road.
Oh, okay.
This part
So
of the
it,
river
it
was
might not
fine.
be gross east of the bridge. Is it still gross east of the bridge, or is it just not?
There's like a clear line where it starts, right?
Yeah.
Are you expressly at the yucky part?
No, I would be at
You're at the clean bit?
yeah. Actually,
All right.
Jobetta would probably be at standing and walking on the clean part, but near where the line is, just
Okay.
kind of looking at the line that separates these two.
Oh, for sure. You as a cleric, you can feel you can feel the darkness of this.
Yeah.
Like you can feel it's an echo of the evil that was here that created this. And it's like when you're a kid and you're in the basement to get something and somebody turns off the lights and there's that tingle that goes up your spine where it's time to run up the stairs.
Mm-hmm.
It's like that 24/7 when you're near this.
Good. Love that.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I've got the ring of water walking on, and I'm just walking across the top. But I don't ever walk over the part that's evil and gross.
Okay. And eventually Lilith appears on the edge of the river with 2 cups of coffee.
Double fisting this morning?
No, not this morning. Thought with all the craziness, if you needed a cup,
No, I'm good. Thank you.
then I'm double fisting. What are you doing? Looking at where you're standing and
I
stuff.
do best.
Staring at the water.
Something like that.
Huh. Did you get vials for this table water that was there on the?
We discussed that, right?
We discussed. We talked about
Yes.
it. You and I were
Yeah,
just
yeah.
like, we need to get some vials of this water before
Um,
the craziness happened.
I probably would have maybe 1 or 2. So I'll just give her 1.
All right.
Because I imagine somebody somewhere I would be able to find, get some empty vials.
Oh, for sure.
Because a bunch of healing potions were just emptied out. So
Yeah,
we got some
there's a
empty
surplus.
vials.
One might say there is a surplus of empty vials now.
So I'll give her 3. And I'll tell her
Oh.
to distribute them as she sees fit.
All right.
Yeah, I'll pass it along with Volda and our newest member.
Newest problem.
Yeah. I feel like it makes no sense for him to continue with us, but at the same time, it seems more irresponsible to leave him alone with what he could do.
He has to come. Based upon the conversation that I had last night with Thesco. Yeah. He specifically requested that when this comes to a head, that Lucas be there.
Yeah.
So, doesn't have a choice. And besides, with what he's done, I would have no intention of letting him out of my sight in the meantime anyway.
And now it's best that we keep an eye on him. We can't have another repeat of that. Ever.
Hopefully the consequences he's already faced will mean that he will think twice before acting in such a manner again.
She takes a drink of the coffee. It's quite strong, this one. Well, I don't know about you, but I still got shopping to do with those new friends of ours at the tent. I don't know if you want to join me or not, but hopefully the money we give will help out. No haggling this time.
Shabetta says, I think you're perfectly capable.
Anything that you're interested in? That you saw while we were there?
Leaving these people to deal with what we've caused and not lingering any longer than we have to, so that they see us a reminder of what happened.
Yeah. I was going back and forth whether to play music or not, but I don't know if that's insensitive. I don't know.
It's up to you, but personally, I think we should
Head out.
leave them as first chance we get.
Yeah. All right.
And besides, the sooner that we leave, the sooner that we can get on with the next part of this journey. And who knows what that holds. She says, I'll catch up with you shortly. And she's standing on the good part of the river, like farther back from where the line is. And she just plucks the ring of water walking off and just
Plunk.
As soon as I
Into the
hear
water.
that splash, I turn my head, seeing that Javetta's gone.
As I'm kind of going around and doing
Look.
like morning assessments with the intention of reporting back to Javetta, you know, kind of what the status of things are, do I notice or overhear kind of the chatter? Do people seem to be associating us with the cause of this? Like,
Perception check.
Okay. Yeah, like have they associated Lucas with us for one, and for two, I don't know, because I don't know if he's wearing the emblem anywhere. And two, are they kind of like holding us responsible?
Ooh.
You don't hear. You're received quite warmly by everybody. Everyone knows you as the person who was helping everyone out with the wounded. That's how they know you. They know you as the person who was directing triage last night. The only thing you hear about the attack is a lot of people are asking what a white dragon was doing this far south.
Okay. Dope.
And that seems to be the biggest question on the menu.
Okay. So yeah, I'm sure that I will eventually find Jobetta.
All right.
she's just swimming.
I'll wait patiently by the bank until she notices me and comes up.
She'll eventually notice you, and she'll swim up, step out of the river, put the ring of water walking back on, and step back across to the river.
Hi, Mr. Jobetta. Hello. Did you have a good night? Are you rested?
I completed a trance.
Okay, I'm still not totally sure what that means, but I hope that's good. So everybody in the town is kind of one way or another, either dead or stabilized. So all seems pretty good. Kind of tired. This kind of, I heard people asking, do you know where white dragons usually live? Because everybody said it's weird for them to be south here, this far south.
Would Jobetta know? I know where green dragons live. I don't know if I
Do-
know where white dragons.
Do a nature check and let's see what you know about white dragons.
Yeah. No,
You don't know shit.
I don't know nothing. But it says, I'm not sure where the white dragons live, but I do know that right now there is something going on involving dragons and half dragons, as we've already seen.
Well, the good thing is I don't think anyone's mad at Mr. Lucas. Nobody, I didn't hear anyone talking about him. And I think I'm starting to think Rhaegar wasn't right about everything, but some things he was right about. Like he used to say, don't take credit for your fuck up if nobody noticed.
To an extent, and the people of the town don't need to know the full extent of what happened. But Thesco, one of the leaders, I did inform him of what happened. So we are actually, we're going this morning to an estate that trains Pegasi.
Do we get to ride them?
I don't know exactly what the plan is at this point. But we're going to meet with them. There will definitely be Pegasi there. It is likely that we will have an opportunity to ride them. Let it out now, so that when we arrive. It's okay. Just continue to let it out now until you need. That way, when we arrive,
I don't want to scare them. I want them to be my friend.
exactly.
Yes. You've never seen Rolda this excited about anything.
That's interesting. Have you ever seen a Pegasus?
One time. At the stables. Back at the keep.
Yes, Windsong.
Windsong didn't want me to ride them, but it's okay.
Wingsong's very surly.
Yeah.
He's not like other Pegasi,
Yeah.
as you are about to find out.
So I did not get to ride Windsong. I've always wanted to ride one.
Well, there may be a chance for that.
I hope they're nice.
I assume like all creatures, each one has their own personality.
Mhm.
So.
Well, if there's a whole ranch, then at least some of them will be nice.
This would be a big week if did riding a dragon and a Pegasus in 1 week.
I've ridden dragons before.
But we will be leaving shortly. We've done everything we can here. We need to leave these people to rebuild.
Okay, whatever you think is best.
And she'll kind of look longingly at the water, and she'll say, "I suppose we should go check on final arrangements before we leave." And she'll walk off of the water and go with Rolda back into town. And I guess I'm gonna go find Thesco.
Okay. Thesco is still directing the reconstruction of a section of the wall. You can track him down fairly quickly. He says, Jabetta.
Yes.
Well, I informed my friend that you'll be paying her a visit.
Lovely. I look forward to it. I think I told Rolda, and I think Rolda might be very hopeful that she can ride a Pegasus.
Are the Pegasuses nice?
Some of them are very nice. She has a staff that helps her train them and teach people to ride them. So
I want one to be nice.
Not a physical staff. She has people that work for her.
Yes, of course.
Both can be effective.
important
You know what's-
justification to make.
You know what's not effective for large-scale defense? Walls. They kind of only work on smaller spaces. I'm just saying this might be a waste of resources.
And he leans in close to you, Delbetta, and he says, Barham and I discussed it. And we've decided that there's no reason to tell the people here who is responsible for what happened. We agree that you did not bring a white dragon to our camp.
I do tend to agree with you, not only for personal reasons, but they've already faced enough.
Yes.
I see no reason to make that worse with additional information.
Yes.
I am, if we figure anything out as to why they were here, we will let you know. Like I said, we've already seen some instances of dragons and things being where they shouldn't be, or where they aren't normally.
It's not necessarily the fault of the one who triggered the trap, but rather the ones who set it. And I hope that you are able to track them down.
We are going to do our absolute best.
Very well.
I was thinking last night, maybe I could send a small contingent of some of us from the keep to help you rebuild until you get back on your feet.
It would be appreciated, but I understand that you have a varied workforce. And
I'll
I
just
don't
say
know
as
if
a-
all of our
as a note, because Rhoda abandoned her cloak when she first went flying before the dragon attack, and so she hasn't been wearing it this whole time.
absolutely.
Okay, good.
So she's been wings out, and
Is it kind of like she forgot? Like she just
kind of forgot about it. And when
Yeah.
he says that, there's kind of like a sudden self-conscious thing, and she noticed that like nobody else has made a big thing about it. Everybody's been very nice and thankful.
Yeah, and in fact, as Rolda goes about, people are like waving hi to her and like thanking her. Like everyone here is very friendly towards her now. But Fiscal does say like you have a unique workforce at your place. I'm not positive everyone here is ready for it. I mean no offense by this. Everyone is a bit on edge. And we have much assistance from Daggerford already.
All right. All is settled then. Does he give me like a map or?
Oh yeah, he directs you, and in fact, you can see you can see what appears to be a kind of ranch estate up on some hills.
Oh, it's
on the
like
edge of the
close.
High Moor. Oh yeah, it's right close
Oh.
by.
Okay.
She would have had a perfect view of the dragon strafing the area.
Of the nonsense, yeah.
Yeah.
Great. Perfect. Thank you. We will ride up there and have a chat with her. And like I said, I will keep you up to date on kind of as things develop. Especially with regards to the red half dragon.
Yes. See to it. I trust this will be resolved in your hands.
I hope so. And Gilberto reaches out a hand.
He shakes it warmly.
And she says, now, if you'll excuse me, I need to go gather up belongings and everything before we head out. Make
Very
sure
well.
everything's ready to go.
All right, Lilith. Who do you go looking for your shopping thingy?
from where Gilberto is, I will step into the closest tent, either Meredith, or, I think it's Meredith, if I remember correctly, or Leiden?
Leiden.
Leiden, okay. Oh my God, I remembered.
Leiden is you find Leiden first, and
Okay.
he is still clad in his leather jacket. He says, my sweet lady and I agreed that we wanted to give you a present for everything you did to assist the people here and to assist us. And he moves to the side, and you can see that there's actually a floating, a magical disc behind him, and floating on it is a small crate.
Oh my goodness. I mean, what is this?
We imagined that you were going after the ones who did this, so we decided to concoct some things that might be of some assistance.
Oh my goodness. Leiden. Are you sure?
Oh, it's quite all right. My bones haven't felt this good in years. And it's all thanks to you and your friend. Many people here would not be alive without your assistance. And we thank you for it.
Many would have fallen as well if it wasn't for your potions.
Yes, I've got some brewing to do, but at least I can do it now with some warm company.
Ooh, Leiden. Good for you. I'm happy to see you happy.
The smile on this twisted old man is almost worse than like the permanent scowl he wears normally. It's unsettling, I think would be the word for it.
All right. I guess if you could just give me some instructions on how to use this.
Of course, these are all ingestible potions. Take the crate.
Oh, okay.
No, the disc is mine, I'm sorry.
Oh.
I can't carry things as well as I used to.
No, that's okay. That's okay. That's okay.
It should be, if it's just between the two of us. Meredith wore me out.
God, I wonder about Lil is trying so hard not to make a face. I don't know if that's performance or deception or just whatever, but she's trying not to make a face about it.
Leaning in uncomfortably close, and he's like, 4 potions of vigor. 4.
Ain't that something? Amazing. Okay.
Those are the little blue bottles, right?
Yeah. That's
Lilith is normally pink, but she's a full shade of red.
Your vigor lasts for more than 4 hours. See a cleric.
Consult your doctor. Okay, so
and then she's gonna walk into his tent to get the mind reading potion that you said.
Okay.
I want to pick up the clairvoyance potion.
Okay.
And I'm curious if he has any truth potion.
No truth potions. That's a fantasy. The only people who can create truth is paladins and clerics with their zones.
Oh.
Truth potions, I've tried brewing them in the past, but they're unreliable. Sometimes the person is just hallucinating.
Oh.
Don't bards also have access to Zone of Truth?
Yeah, maybe.
I do.
Depends on the type of bard.
I mean, I can't change my spell slots
Glamour
now.
bard does,
Yeah.
right? No, but soon, hopefully.
Oh, okay. How much for them?
For you, I'll give you a discount. You can have all the ones that you requested there. I'll give them all to you for 25 gold.
That's like cost.
Way more. But Lilith is going to put down a tip.
Yeah, I'm saying like that.
So instead of 25, she's going to put down like 75.
All right. I appreciate everything you've done to help the people here. I hope our crate of goodies serves you well.
It will. Thank
Oh.
you so much.
And there's one in there. Use it when you're in a tight spot. It's the blue-gray one. Oval bottle.
Is it to escape a situation or to attack?
It'll get you away.
Okay. The last thing I want to do is bomb ourselves. Good to know. Thank you. All right. Ooh.
There's no rule that you can't ask follow-up questions. I just want you to be aware.
I mean, also, just would he like to vague that up a bit more?
Surprises, you guys.
Just, anytime you feel you're in a tight spot, what might be the right time to drink this. Any way you want to interpret it. Go ahead and just chug this motherfucker down. Awkward social interaction, go for it.
Don't drink it. Throw it on the ground.
See, that's an important detail that wouldn't have come up if I didn't just talk across universes here.
Fair enough.
I'm just no.
It's
This wasn't-
Lilith. What do you expect?
Yeah, that wasn't criticism for you. That was.
It's Lilith. What do you expect?
I just wanted a surprise in the end. What's this mystery bottle?
What good does a surprise do us if tactical decisions are better if you can get the information to make a tactical whatever? I don't care.
It's more fun.
I don't fucking care.
It's fun.
You're like a cross between. It's like if Lucas, Redan, and Guy all got together and had a little baby.
It's Lilith.
Managed to avoid all the extreme violence of all three, though, somehow.
Oh no!
Funny.
You don't know her like we do.
No.
Okay.
Hooray! I get to find things.
All right, and I'll just also shop at Meredith because she had some pretty cool stuff there too.
All right.
Imagine, are their tins one yet? Or are they still separate?
No, they haven't merged them. I mean, they were busy last night in more ways than one.
Yeah.
But
And plus, if you really want to keep the theatrics up,
Right.
it's better to keep them separate so you can create some town drama, that sort of,
Yeah.
Deadpool says, "Chug it now."
it's a knock on Meredith's wagon, and like a door slides open. And she is smoking one of those long stem cigarettes inside. How's it going, dear?
Hello.
Relative village cigarette.
Oh. Woo.
Sorry,
Hi.
I'm having a little cool down.
Just as a side note, Rhoda, once she figures out that we're just like packing up and taking care of last things, she's got a couple things she needs to do before we go, but one of them is kill Baba Yaga. So let me know if she arrives at any point during the scene.
This is on the list.
We already told you it's not
We
Baba Yaga.
talked about this last night, Rhoda.
She's still got to see for herself, so she's not going to go in
Okay.
guns a-blazing anymore, which sucks because I really wanted to do that. But she still needs to like check this out.
All right.
So let me know if she happens to arrive.
Well,
during the
Jobetta
scene.
would
Don't
go
wanna
with
interrupt
her if she really insists on seeing.
It's like, where you going, Rolda? I just need to take care of one thing.
I just gotta do one thing.
I think she would just say, like, once it was clear that we're getting stuff together, pack up, she'd be like, okay, I'll meet you at the cart. And
All right. So what can I get you, honey?
I was just we're about to go to a forest that has green dragons.
Oh yeah, did my lovely Leiden give you the chest?
Yes. Thank you both. Thank you so much.
Oh, it's my pleasure.
I was wondering if you have anything in addition. Looking around. I don't know these potions.
What specifically are you looking for?
Let's see. Anything?
Is
there any potion for non-detection?
Closest she has to that is a potion of gaseous form.
Okay. I'll take that.
All right.
Is there any potion that will help boost concentration?
No potions for concentration.
Okay, nothing to
No.
roll extra or have advantage. Okay.
No. You'll have to find another way to increase your brain voltage.
Level up. All right. And then let's see. I guess need to buy more potions, but I guess they're out of stock now too.
Oh yeah, no, like she's like, I gave you a lot of good stuff in the crate.
Oh. Okay.
Should help you for what you're up against.
All right. And I want to go and like give her a pat in the back kind of thing, like an awkward hug. Like, thank you so much.
Oh, you're sweet. Thank you for setting me up with my lovely Leiden.
Okay. Cool. Yup. I'm great that worked out. I'm so happy for you. I'm gonna go head back with my team before I hear any details.
It's like, oh, I'd love to talk about it, but I gotta go.
Oh my gosh, I gotta do a thing.
And as you're having the hug, Rolda rolls up with Jobetta.
Oh. Hello.
Hello.
It's just
Hello,
like
Meredith.
this. Oh, hey, it's good to see you too.
Rhoda, this is the lady who gave you the potion.
Who is
When-
not Baba Yaga.
When I come in, is she doing the act or is she not?
No, she's not doing the act. She is wearing like a shawl that is hanging off of her.
Oh, so she's
old
like
lady
not even in costume?
No, she's not even in costume. She's
She's
like
chilling.
smoking a
Oh.
long stem cigarette,
Hmm.
and she's like got this long shawl.
Yeah, this is a complete difference
You're
in the way
not
they acting.
Baba Yaga.
Not today.
You should be careful posing as international terrorists. I was.
Whoa.
You realize how many people want to kill Baba Yaga, right? Like I was sworn to an oath of vengeance that if I should ever cross paths with Baba Yaga again, I had to kill her. I was gonna kill you. And she pulls out the power converter. Do you know what this thing is? It's fucking
Roll up.
crazy.
Roll
Oh,
the
Boo,
blade
don't
at
be
you.
waving that thing around.
I just wanted to show her because it's interesting.
And she waves
I'll
it around.
put it back in the holster.
She's laughing a little bit. She's like, okay, if I see Baba Yaga, I'll be sure to point you in her direction.
Is this store just potions, or is there like other?
It's just potions.
Hey,
Okay.
and look,
All
Jobetta
right.
says, look, if Baba Yaga, if something did happen to Baba Yaga, that would be good for you, because there would be no competition and you know, no one
And-
to disclaim that you aren't her.
If you have any leads on where Baba Yaga might be, so that like we can take care of her, and then as far as anyone will know, you'll be the actual Baba Yaga. It will be more dangerous. More people will probably try to kill you, but you know, in the meantime, it could be good for business. Hey, do you know anyone who sells very neat cloaks?
What's the
I
emergency?
lost my cloak and I need a
Let's
new
go back.
one.
Oh,
And I have all this gold now, so I want one that's very neat.
you know, She kind of gets the cigarette drops for a little bit. She's like, there was a really good tailor, but I think he was in the path of it.
Maybe, Roldan, maybe we go somewhere else to.
Do they have any family members that survived who could benefit from a customer at this time?
Maybe not, but there's a lot of dragon hunters outside the Forest of Worms.
Don't know how that helps me with the clerks. I'm just saying, if they died and there was some inventory, I could buy it.
The green ones, the young ones, they like to make cloaks out of the wings.
Oh, ooh.
Might be something to check out.
It does sound very neat.
Jabetta says, "I'll meet you all at the cart in a few moments." Meredith, very happy things worked out for you.
Oh boy,
I'm very happy I'm very happy that you're not Baba Yaga.
And I will offer to, because I imagine Lilith is tugging around this big crate.
Yeah.
So Jobetta will offer to take it to the cart on her way to go find Lucas.
Plug.
Meredith Meredith leans to Lilith and says, "Does she know Baba Yaga's not real?"
Yeah, I'm leaving. I'm not a part of this.
I don't know.
She is entirely convinced that one of her parties was killed by Baba Yaga. I don't know what.
Look, Baba Yaga does exist, but she's also a legend, right? Like, regular people don't know that she's real.
I don't know whether or not that's actually what happened.
Yeah, right? Like, this could be.
All I know is what Rhoda believes.
This could be another pretender.
Yep.
Yeah.
She's just like, does she know she's not real?
Again, not a part of this. GTFOing.
Could have been some random bard who was thrown on in disguise.
Yeah. Could have been a night hag.
Could have been a fucking Kashano.
Could have been a Kashana.
Yeah. Anyways, you guys have a nice trip and use the stuff in the crate. It'll be good for you. It's all labeled except for Leiden's special mix. We brewed that one up together. Oh, what a night.
Oh my god, is it? Oh no! Oh no!
Is it just some fog that makes everyone
Stop! Please
extremely
don't.
horny and then
Let it go.
I can just
Stop.
imagine Lilith and Jabetta just having that image just like bam pop in their head and be like, oh god.
We need to go.
Jobetta's gone. I don't know what you're
All
talking about. Jobetta is taking this crate back to the cart,
Yay.
putting it in there, and then going to find Lucas.
Okay.
Oh, that's
Everybody
awesome,
else
too.
before everybody else comes out of the.
You can go with her.
If you want to do a thing, that's cool. My thing is we could probably, I don't know. Go ahead.
Look, you guys can go together. Like, I mean,
Your
this
thing's
is-
probably nice.
Okay.
Maybe.
I'm doing a different. I'm not doing a nice.
I'm doing the opposite thing.
Mine's in the gray area, so I don't know.
Okay, we'll see what happens.
Okay.
You'll all look. Everybody will have an opportunity to tear a strip off Lucas. All right.
I went straight to the cart and I am telling Nicole. I don't have any way to speak to animals, but I'm still telling Nicole about how we're gonna go meet some Pegasuses.
All right.
This is
Excellent. All right. So you track down Lucas. I imagine you find him far away from everybody else.
Yeah.
He's secluded away.
What is Lucas doing?
What is Lucas doing?
there's kind of just a grip. The sword is buried into the ground a bit, and you can see the hand holding the hilt just shaking a bit. And and all the auras that he's normally suppressing and trying to keep people from really seeing are there's nothing being hidden. It's just, and hatred is flowing off of him. And if you're paying attention, it's not directed at anyone.
Is it self-hatred? Probably.
Oh, it's definitely self-hatred.
So Gilbetta kind of walks up and did you say that he was in, is there like, was he able to find like a grove of trees or anything?
No, there's not
Okay.
much for that around here. The closest thing is like some.
Is there anything where I can do like an under the bridge thing a bit?
Oh yeah, absolutely. The way this is constructed, you can definitely hang out under the bridge.
Yeah.
So I guess Gilbetta walks up and she kind of waits a second for him to see her.
Can I just roll a perception check to see?
Sure.
Because I have like a missing eye. This is not going to be easy. But I'm going to rely on other things. There we go.
All right. So,
13.
yeah, you see her coming up. I mean, she's not hiding.
No.
Yeah. It's just.
And she says, it's a lot of hate.
This is the first time that I didn't directly cause the deaths. Do you know how many people there have been before this?
A lot.
5,200. And I didn't keep track. The army did. Just know that I have 5,600 people to make up. I'm getting nowhere doing it this way.
And she points to the lack of arm. She says, do you think that will make you think twice about your decisions? Because apparently the 5,200 previous deaths didn't.
The 5,200 previous deaths were at my hand, and I thought I was doing the right thing. 400 will remind me the arm means nothing.
As a group, and I don't mean in this particular group with this arrangement of people, but I mean in each iteration of the group that I've been a part of since coming to the Keep. We've all made decisions. Some of them have cost lives. Some of them have saved lives. Some of them have done both. But each one was a decision that we had to live with. Or die with, for some of us. I know.
I don't intend not to live with it.
Sorry, God damn it.
It's just horrible on both our parts.
1, 2, 3, go.
No, it's fine. Go ahead.
No, you do your thing. My thing was just a single line. There was a lull, and I thought, okay.
I know that some of those decisions have weighed heavier on us than others. And some of those decisions we still haven't seen the effects of, and may never will. Whether it be because we're not around to see them, or because each decision we make causes a ripple effect leading to other decisions that make other things happen. So when you make one decision, you aren't making one decision. You're making hundreds. In this case, 400.
Yeah. He starts to get up from under the bridge. Sword slides out of the muddy kind of riverbank. That's the word.
Yeah.
It's with a slick, schlock kind of sound. It's definitely nothing that's intimidates or anything. It would be something you try not to laugh at most.
She wouldn't try not to laugh. She would laugh. Just, She looks at you and she says, "Need a hand?"
I prefer an entire arm, but we'll start with a hand.
Do or do not laugh. There is no try.
Yes.
Yep. Yep. One does not simply not laugh.
Yeah.
If it is funny, laugh.
And
Hashtag Zen thoughts with Jobetta.
she says, that is a step that we will try to take. In the meantime, we have business to attend to, a decision to make up for, and maybe a world to try to save. And there's also Lilith we have to deal with still, so.
Let's try and save the world then.
One step at a time.
I know.
And Jobetta tosses a gold piece into the water, and she makes Lucas stand there as they watch it ripple out. And as the ripple affects, and she stands there and doesn't say a word until it doesn't make any more ripples.
There's no talking from Lucas. It's just very quiet.
She says, "Come on, let's, apparently we are going to go see about some Pegasi."
Really?
Yes.
Just hate me.
And she points up to like whichever direction the estate is. And she says, "It's a friend of one of the leaders here. And we're going to go see her."
All right. Still, horses hate me.
They're not the only ones right now.
Oh, I know. I'll just
And-
add to the list.
She turns on heel and marches up the hill towards the cart.
All right.
When Lucas was struggling, I'm gonna imagine Lilith kind of just gave him their space. But you have your two-handed sword and you're struggling to pick it up. Is that what happened?
Or so just it sunk into the mud. Had to pull it out of the mud.
Okay. Lilith is going to go back to the tents, the place, and see if she can find you a lighter weight sword.
Before we get to the get, I just want to point out that scene had it had drama, character development, philosophical quandaries about the immediate effect versus the long term, and a visual metaphor
in a theater of the mind media. So like, let's all just appreciate that for a second. This is the kind of quality you come here for, right?
This is the highest tier content that we produce on a regular basis.
And you know what the best part is?
What?
I had no idea what I was gonna say before it happened.
This kind of shit you only get in a D&D sort of performance.
Right? What we got going on?
Whatever this is.
You try to find somebody else with a less weightier sword, but as you go in, most of the people have kind of shut down their shops for the rebuild here.
Format.
Some people are moving on. You're not able to find anything immediately that he can purchase.
Well.
I mean, you know, this isn't a place where people stay. This is a place where people stop, right?
Yeah. All right. If Lilith's asking around and she can't find a short sword or a light sword, then she'll meet up with it.
All right.
Wait a minute. Is there a place that has like paper, ink, or what was it that Lilith said before?
Not right. You, upon taking a look around at everybody, you get the impression that Meredith and Leiden only assisted you because you guys have a relationship already, and everybody else is just trying to like get on their way or
okay, they're leaving.
Fix things up. Yeah.
Got it. Okay, then I go to the cart.
All right.
And I trash my 2 cups of coffee.
2 empty cups of coffee.
Yeah. All right. So once you guys assemble at the cart, it doesn't take long for you to arrive at this place.
Yeah, Jobetta, once we're all like settled in the cart, Jobetta points it out to Rolda, and she's like, "We're just going there."
Then Pegasus is there the whole time?
Pegasi, but yes.
Pegasi?
Yes.
Oh man. Maybe they were hiding from the dragon. I didn't see them flying.
I would.
I would too if I knew that there's going to be the dragon attack.
Yeah.
I usually don't. See, here's the thing: when you get up like high and you kind of feel like you're flying and playing kite, you usually look down because that's interesting. You don't think to look up.
Right.
If only someone had told me to look up, then I would be aware of the dragon.
Wouldn't that be amazing?
Wouldn't it be great if someone had warned me to look up?
You know what? The thing is, too, people on the ground.
Guys.
People on the ground never look up either.
Get ready for this for the next few episodes.
You only have yourself to blame.
All right,
My mental
so
state is fragile enough as is. Please don't add to it.
this is how this works. Any mistake that you make on the show will inevitably follow you through every subsequent session there.
Even when you're playing different characters.
It's now your thing. And that's not just on the show. That's just like, you know, you do something twice and people are like, oh, that's your thing. And no, it's just a fluke. It just happened.
So the place is called Heartwing Estates. And it's set up much in the same way as a ranch is, but this ranch has like a cliffside runway that extends out over the high moors.
That's incredible.
And as you approach it, you can see there are a number of people tending to Pegasi all over the place. They all appear to be young men. And
control yourself.
They're all dressed in such a manner like if a guy who's a stripper was a cowboy. That's what they're dressed like. Every single one of them. And it's just entirely staffed by attractive young men.
What the fuck is this? Are they humans?
Yeah, is it what race?
Some are humans, some are half elf, some are elves. You occasionally see a dwarf. but it's all set out
What's
seemingly very deliberately.
this? All right. Did he tell me what the woman's name is that like runs this place?
Alwina Halacanter.
I'm gonna have to get you to spell that later. It's fine.
Okay.
I'm kind of regretting putting like the World of Magic and Wonder music on.
Yeah.
It's fine.
No,
It's fine.
perfect.
You have
Now it's kind of
something-
awkward.
Alwina comes out, and she is an older woman.
Okay.
She's wearing a luxurious gown.
Okay. All this is making sense so far.
Yeah.
Definitely a brothel still.
Yeah, and so she is. She has a staff with her that she kind of carries.
Wait.
She's not putting any weight on it.
This time we mean like a staff.
Like a wooden staff.
Okay.
She has a staff of people, and also a wooden magical staff
She's got so many
that
staffs.
she carries with her. And she's like, "Hello, dearies. Welcome to Heartwind Estates."
Hello.
Good morning, madam. Wink.
Hello.
I am Alwina Halacanter. Halacanter. Oh,
whatever
jeez, this
the
is
hell
going
I
to give
said
me
my
a
name
hold on.
was.
My name is Alwina Halacanter. You can call me Allie. Everyone does.
Great. Yeah. Fesco.
Now, I understand old Mirror Eye had sent you up.
Yes, he did.
Yes. Well, if you need a ride, I can assist you. Let me take you to the stables.
Of course.
And she goes, "Boys."
I would like to clarify. We are looking for Pegasi, not the other services you likely offer at this location.
Oh, we train
Roll has been with a few
people.
different adventuring groups. She knows what a brothel looks like.
We train people to ride Pegasi, and we raise and take care of Pegasi here. These gentlemen all work for me.
Oh, these are like your.
As she claps, she like a group of young men with, who do not have all of their buttons buttoned up on their shirts scramble over to open up a stable
So they have
And,
shirts. Did not expect that.
and like scramble to her side and carry an umbrella next to her, and one pours her a drink in a goblet, and she goes, let's go have a look, shall we?
Yes, of course.
Uh-huh.
Are we at the place where can we see the Pegasuses yet?
You can
Are we
see
in
into
the
the
stable?
stable, and there's a lineup of all kinds of different Pegasi.
Let's try to keep
You'll
it.
have to roll our friend and cohort Rolda is very excited.
I'm very
Oh.
excited.
Well, I have a couple that I prepared for you. My least ornery bunch. They should be relatively easy for you to acquaint yourselves with. Come this way. And she walks out, and there's this constant like assistance of these men that trail with her everywhere she goes.
Respect it. Respect it. Seems fine.
Just look as she watches this.
Great. So
Lilith's taking notes. She's like, "Oh, so this is how so you get them in kind of a uniform, okay?"
Yeah, no.
Yeah, no, there's definitely a theme.
she's
No. Okay, you know
hard
when you
cut
actually,
to 3 weeks from now when Blacktooth is wearing this exact outfit.
all right. So if you want to know what's going on, I'm sure you guys ever have that moment where you're just dumbstruck, pretty. There's nothing else going on in your mind.
We're all
What
just
is
having
even
that too, but it's
happening?
about the Pegasuses.
Well, and you get in, and these Pegasi are very colorful. Now, most people are acquainted with the regular kind of white Pegasi. And in fact, Pegasi not only have feathers on their wings, they have feathered manes, they have feathered tails, and they have a collection of feathers at the bottoms of their feet as well. These ones have their fur coat is all one color, and their manes and their tails are different colors as well. They are lined up. There is There are little names on each of the stalls for each of them. The first one is called Flash Magnus. His fur is like a golden color, and his mane and tail feathers are like a bright red. The next one is another male. His name is Spearhead. He's got kind of a bluish coat, and he's got kind of a bronze mane. The next one is a female by the name of Spitfire.
Ooh.
Spitfire has kind of a orangish yellow coat with a mane and tail that kind of looks like flames. And then there's another one called Inky Rose. And Inky Rose is a female Pegasi who has like a pink gray mane and then like the same color but a bit lighter on the coat.
Sorry.
Well, I know which one's mine.
And after Inky Rose, there's another female called Spring Step. She's got kind of a bluish coat, and she's got a pink tail and mane with a white stripe through it.
It's cotton candy.
I like the gray one better.
And then the next one is a female by the name of Cinnamon Swirl. The coat is kind of a bright red, and then has kind of a lighter green feathers on the mane and in the tail. And then the very last one is called Special Delivery. And Special Delivery is white with a bright red mane and tail. Here they are. You may have them, whichever ones you pick.
What are you thinking, Rolda?
I immediately run over to Spitfire and I go, "We match! We match!"
Joletta goes up to the first blue one that you mentioned. Whose name I've already forgotten.
Which one?
The first blue one that you mentioned.
The first blue one is a male. His name is Spearhead.
Yes.
He's a bulky stallion.
You said he's
like a
blue with like a
warhorse.
gray kind of.
He's blue with a bronze
bronze.
kind of colored mane. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. That one's. Yep.
That's the one?
Yep.
All right. So you're going for Spearhead.
So Spitfire was orange coat with red mane?
Yeah, but it's contrasting like orange, yellow, and red. That looks like flames, the way it's lined up.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, that's pretty.
As long as and Jobetta, you know, there was only two males, right?
No, actually, there was Flash Magnus, Spearhead, and Special Delivery.
Three,
was also
okay.
a male.
So either way, we're getting at least one female, so we can breed some Pegasi. That's all. I need.
Yeah. No, I'm definitely jumping at Spitfire. I feel like there's a good color scheme thing there.
All right.
That narrows things down for me.
If Spitfire wants to be my friend, I don't know.
They all seem fairly receptive, although you will have to be trained to ride them.
I am going to approach that, and I'm like little, so I imagine I've got to reach up just to try to pet the snout and see if she leans down.
Oh, Spitfire is receptive to scritches.
I don't have any sugar cubes right now. What do I have? I have some. Ooh, and I think I find probably like a piece of dried fruit or something.
All right. Gobbles it up eagerly.
Yeah. Jobetta kind of like reaches up and goes for a scritch also.
All right.
And in Celestial says, "Hello, beautiful."
All right.
When Rolda hears that, she's like, "Oh," and in Celestial she says, "Do you understand Celestial?"
And there is a nod.
Ooh. I don't know how else I can understand you, but this is good to know.
Yeah. So Spitfire has kind of an energetic personality. Spearhead is very stoic.
That's what we need for the new
he's like a
era of
warhorse.
Jobetta.
You give him scritches, and he's kind of got this proud stance, and he leans into it, but he maintains a strict composure.
He's dying inside. I know.
Lilith is gonna go and, as a player, I'm so excited for the Pegasi. As Lilith, she's gonna do that little sidestep and get next to one of the hot stable boys.
She like picks one of the guys and she's like, I want this one.
She's gonna make conversation with them, and be like, so you know these Pegasi really well.
Yep.
Which one do you recommend for me?
Oh, I think you'd like Cinnamon Swirl.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
I think you and Cinnamon Swirl would get along real well. I spend all day with these animals when I'm not tending to the needs of Miss Halicanter.
Uh-huh.
Majestic beasts.
Not really listening. Just looking at it.
It's just like glistening in the sunlight. I could listen to you talk about Pegasi forever.
So I was like, Lilith, you need to pick a Pegasus.
Uh-huh.
Spitfire, do you know how to fly a kite? Okay, we'll sort it out. It'll be cool.
Jobetta starts ignoring Lilith because this is nonsense. And she starts watching Lucas to see what Lucas is going to do.
Uh-huh.
They've started chopping wood. Eloina has brought Lilith an iced tea.
Yeah, Lilith is just gone, and she's like doing that stupid laugh.
So Lucas is going to, suppressing his aura as best he can, he's going to walk over cautiously towards a special delivery.
All right.
Hey.
Special delivery looks pretty spry.
Hey,
Seems eager to get out.
Okay. And Lucas is just kind of some very cooing, calm speak to the horse.
All right. Special delivery is responsive to this. He seems to nod his head and lean into it.
Okay, this is working better than I thought. I'm not getting kicked in the chest.
Seems to be the more even-tempered out of everyone.
Lilith.
Try one more time. She's drinking the water, looking.
Are you gonna miss? Are you gonna pick a Pegasi to? Are you gonna pick a Pegasi for your journey?
Someone said roll. Something roll.
Cinnamon roll.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. That one. Which one is that now?
This one over here with the red and the kind of mint green name.
Oh. You mind helping me on there, please?
Not riding them right now.
If you like, I can assist you with the training.
Uh-huh. Tail's wagging. Tail is wagging. That's this. Yeah. What's your name?
What is
Sorry,
this guy's
Puck.
name? No, his name is this one. Yeah. I'm number 6. That's number 5. This guy's name is Buck.
Oh man, if it was going with 6, I'm gonna be like, hello, 6-pack.
It's actually just 6. I'm Buck. That's Steven. That's Daryl. That's
Daryl.
Wilson.
There's a lot of Daryls.
There's so many Daryls in this world.
That's Joe. That's Charlie.
You guys dance?
There's Kevin and Kyle. Oh, well. I mean, if Lady Helicanter doesn't require our services, me and the guys, we get up all kinds of fun.
Oh, what kind of fun? You lost Lilith.
she's gone.
She's like that college girl at the bar for the first time. I'm trying to remember how I acted now. I'm just
Lilith, what? And Joetta like steps between Lilith and the one that she's talking to.
Buck.
Yeah, she's like, "Excuse me, buddy. I need to talk to my friend here for a moment."
Oh yeah. We're at your service. Anything you guys need, Miss Helicanter told us to provide it.
Great.
turning more red,
maybe
blushing.
Maybe not everything. And she takes Lilith and like walks her out of the room.
She drags her out, but Lilith's still staring.
I need to separate you from the distractions. And it's that drag where the head is the last thing to go around the corner.
Yeah.
I'll see you later.
And she's like, Lilith, what? Hello?
Huh?
Oh my.
Hi. Oh my goodness. Can we take some of them home?
No!
Why?
They work here.
And maybe they may want to work there. My act will be the hit of the town. So many people will be coming in. I mean,
Joetta says, she just is like, poor Blacktooth.
did you actually see any interaction between Lilith and the very beginning?
In the training room.
No, not the training room, but the very first time we
was the
talked.
training room.
Yeah, the first time you guys talked, and he brought her candy.
Yeah. And then in the training room.
Okay, we're having this talk now.
Yep.
Yeah.
Why are you bringing him up?
Because he's clearly infatuated with you?
No. He is just very appreciative that I got him out of that hellhole.
Yes, and that you are beautiful.
Oh, Gilberta.
Oh, shut up. You're a
literal... reaching for a hug.
No, stop. I don't want your weird juju all over me.
No, come on, Gilberta. Bonding time.
Just look, we have shit to do. We don't have time for this. We need to learn how to ride the Pegasi and go.
With them? Yeah?
No!
Yeah. I mean, who's gonna train us?
They're gonna train us, but oh god. And Joetta walks in and she says, Can Lilith be trained away from the rest of us? I can't deal with this distraction right now.
Oh,
I get to do it in private? Sweet.
We could do private training. I mean, you guys can go in the fenced off pasture area, and then I could train her around back by the runway.
Gilberta's gonna be like, sorry, Rold, I know it's your thing, and Gilberta's gonna cast Calm Emotions on Lilith.
You have it too?
Yes!
She's gonna need a double dose.
I cannot deal with this right now. She's probably gonna pass the save, but maybe it'll make her realize, like, Oh,
What check am I supposed to make?
it's fucking charisma.
Oh, please. Okay, charisma save.
Yep.
Ooh.
You can't choose to fail, just for the record.
I mean,
Nope,
I have
you're
to control the
okay.
dice.
Yep. She's still.
She's trying.
Like,
Deflex.
I did not expect today to give us Thirst Lilith, but I'm loving every part of it.
You gave me Chip and Dale's, man. I mean.
All right, so you guys are brought to designated areas with the Pegasi that you have chosen. And who wants to go?
As long as I'm I want to be the farthest away from Lilith that I absolutely can be.
she, as per your request, she has been taken for private training.
I'm gonna
Great.
thaumaturgy and yell out to Jabetta, "You know you adore me!" And then she looks back at the guy like, "We're good friends."
Are we? Are we?
Will's in a good mood. Let me have
I love the way this is evolving. Okay. So who wants to go first?
I definitely like. I will start out with the following directions, but once we're kind of like getting through it and up in the air, I'm totally gonna find somewhere on the saddle to tie either side of the rope to. Or no, I don't know. I'm gonna try to talk it over with Spitfire here. Do you think it would be better to So a kite is like when you have something that the wind is blowing on and it's up in the air, and if you put two strings on it, you can kind of steer it. So what I was thinking is if I attach maybe either side of the rope to your bridle, then you could steer me instead of me steering you.
You're saying this all in Celestial?
Yes.
All right. Spitfire kind of nods and excitedly kicks at the ground with her hooves.
Yeah, yes, let's try it. All right. So yeah, I'm gonna attach basically either end of the rope to the bridle. Actually, I'll have to cut my rope in two, I think, and attach one side to each the bridle, and then so I can have like my arms. I guess I don't have to attach. I don't have to cut it in half. I want to keep my 50-foot length of rope. This is adventuring 101, right?
Absolutely.
Okay. So yeah. So when we get going, I'll start to let some slack off, and I'll kind of hold it out there. And so she basically Spitfire can steer me like a fighter kite.
The entire time you're setting this up, it is amid like quiet protests from your instructor Byron, being like, "Actually, you're supposed to get on the saddle."
Yeah, no, that's how we start, and then we
Okay.
can fly, and then Spitfire takes over, and then
All right. Well, you're speaking that. I mean, whenever somebody can speak Celestial, they all talk to horses. It's just like,
Excuse me, Mr. Muscle Man. Would you like to give her other instructions?
No, Spitfire knows what she's doing. She's.
I look at Spitfire, and she looks at me, and we both kind of like.
This is like this guy.
Oh,
we basically gym to the camera, both of us.
Exchange a look. So once you're all lashed up, and the kite has been fully prepared, what do you tell Spitfire to get going?
What do I tell her to get going? Like what?
Yeah, like what do you tell her when you say like it's time to start flying? Like
I say, all right, Spitfire, it's helping time.
All right. And then Spitfire lets out a loud neigh, and she like haunches down, wiggles the butt, the wings come out, long, wide spread. There's a flap and another one, and it's
So I would say
incredible speed.
leaning in, trying to just hold on to the neck is probably how Rolda goes about it.
All right. Give me a strength athletics check to hold on.
Okay.
Because Spitfire is Nope.
Spitfire? Oh shit!
It's like you try to hold on, but the speed at which she takes off, you just lose it, and you just like
The
straight
wings
back.
involuntarily puff out. I wasn't consciously holding them in, so it's just like.
And you're just like suspended as this horse rockets through the air. This Pegasus rockets through the air, and she's like doing loops and like all kinds of trick flights and just incredible speed. And you're being dragged behind. You're just like,
Oh, I am being dragged behind. I managed to hold on. Okay.
yeah. Well, I mean, your ropes are still
You got a
there,
rope?
right? Yeah.
Yeah, if I'm still holding on to the rope, eventually, once she gets enough altitude, I'm in the air.
Yeah.
And then, so eventually, the wings will catch. But I'll probably get beat up in the meantime.
Yeah, you weren't prepared for the rate at which she
Higher!
travels.
I'm yelling in Celestial, higher, higher! I'm still hitting it down!
All right.
She's
Meanwhile,
doing all kinds of tricks and like flying all over the place and coming in for deep dives and coming back up again. And she's flying all over the place and Rolls' screams are echoing through the sky.
meanwhile, Jobetta's on the ground listening to like whatever instructions my instructor has, and I'm like taking notes and like.
Yeah, he's like, okay, so Spear, while Rolda is
Oh,
flying
well,
through the air all over the place. Your instructor said, okay, well, I mean, Spearhead he's pretty disciplined. So as long as you're firm with your commands on what you want him to do and where you want him to go, he'll take you there.
Okay.
Now, hop onto the saddle,
Okay.
climb on up.
Okay. She says,
And,
"I've raced dragons before. Is this anything like that?" Or I mean, dinosaurs.
No, these tend to be a little bit more temperamental.
Okay. Good. Perfect.
Spearhead likes calm and control.
Good.
He likes everything to be, as it should. So again, as long as you're clear with your commands, you should be able to handle him just fine.
What I know do they understand anything other than Celestial?
No, Celestial is their native language.
Okay. All right.
All right.
Yeah. So I guess Gilberto will say, "Spearhead, let's take a lap."
All right. And firmly puts his head up and flaps his wings. It's a gentle takeoff. And then he gently soars you around the area and then comes in and lands.
Oh, good. Beautiful.
Simple as that.
And
You got
Gilberto-
the easiest one to handle.
And Gilberto says, "Well done."
And he clops his hooves in appreciation.
Yep. She's patting his mane, riding him.
All right. He seems quite pleased.
All right.
All right.
You said there's a track up on the Highmoor?
Well, there's like a runway that leads out to kind of launch them.
Oh gosh, that's Joetta will say, let's fly up next to Spitfire and see what in the world is going on.
It's like ever so often you just roll this scream go by.
Yeah.
Doppler effect. Just like
At
all
this point,
directions.
she's just like, it's not a controlled kite.
Yeah, it's just flopping back and forth. And you notice that Spearhead has some difficulty catching up to Spitfire.
Okay.
So he gets close, but then Spitfire pulls away.
All right. Joetta will say, kind of pat him, and she'll say, "That's fine. Let's just stay in range in case anything happens. This seems to be a little bit chaotic."
He nods in appreciation.
I would like to roll an acrobatics check to eventually get control of my own flight behind her.
All right, give me that.
The wings.
Nope. Or
Nope. It's still absolute chaos.
At this point, I'm putting the wings out and I'm trying to like fight into getting some sort of flow. We'll figure this out eventually.
We'll get there eventually. Right now, you're just hanging on for dear life.
Yes.
All right. Who's next? All right.
It is going to be a. Sorry, I'm listening to what my instructor says as well.
Okay.
Keeping a portion of it.
He says, all right, so special delivery, he doesn't do well unless he has very specific instructions on where he's supposed to go. He doesn't like to just float anywhere. He likes to go from destination A to destination B.
He likes to make a delivery.
You got the Calazar horse.
So so special delivery, you need to tell him exactly where you're going, and he'll take you there. No stops, rain or shine. Special delivery always arrives on time. If you just tell him to fly up to a specific spot in the air, he's not going to like that. So, avoid that stuff. But you just tell him where to go, and he'll take you there. We don't know how he knows, but he has excellent geographical knowledge of the wider Faerun area.
This Pegasus took the keen mind feat.
Yeah.
I'm going to give. I'm going to give him a pat on the neck and tell special delivery, hey bud, let's just try to get to the other side of the manor.
All right.
Range.
Estate.
The estate.
All right. And just like that, up, across, down. Perfect landing. It just takes you directly there. And then he stops.
Good boy. Now, try Spearhead. What's the name?
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh no, I'm in his own brain. He's trying to say, I know what Spearhead.
All right.
Catch up to Spearhead.
He catches up to Spearhead with ease.
All right. And back down to where we started.
He goes back there.
This is incredibly simple. Thanks, bud.
The horses have very specific rules. The ones you guys picked pretty easy ones altogether. The only people who picked difficult ones were Rolda and Lilith.
Lilith is the most difficult person on the team, so that makes sense.
Spitfire is not difficult. She's just energetic.
Yeah, she's very energetic.
Which matches Rolda, so it's fine.
She's into trick flying, and she'll occasionally do a loop around Spearhead. And
I imagine when this happens, Jobetta and Spearhead are just like, oh, goodness.
I'm hoping that eventually Spitfire decides to land or realizes that Rolda's just being tossed back there and decides to regroup.
Well, we'll see.
That's not Spitfire's thing.
I'll just keep battling to try to sort this out. Because I completely assume that this is I'm not doing this right.
Well, I mean,
Spitfire's doing her thing. She knows.
Yeah. She's just. So
no, this is Rolda's thing. Is I just gotta keep trying and figure it out. I'm not doing it right.
So how is
the only problem with this?
All right. Well, we'll come back to this after I do Lilith. Okay. But
hold on, my head is tied up in my headphones.
So Lilith, you have been taken away to an area away from everyone else.
Lilith, who I imagine does not speak Celestial.
With Buck. And Buck is there with Cinnamon Swirl. And Cinnamon Swirl is almost constantly prancing. She's got little curls at the end of her mane.
Sorry.
And,
doing your thing.
No, it's fine. Buck has placed the saddle onto Cinnamon Swirl. He's getting her all prepared for you.
Wipe some sweat off his brow.
Yeah.
Unbuttons another button.
Takes a water bottle, drinks it, pours it all over himself.
Does that thing.
It's thirsty work.
He's like the car wash
Way too
scene
loud.
where he's
Hold
on.
washing
Yeah.
the car.
I can imagine
Hold on.
Wolf accidentally making faint music from her prestidigitation magic.
Yeah.
You can actually.
So she's all ready for you if you want to get on.
Uh-huh.
There
As she walks towards the Pegasi, she's gonna look at him and be like, so you said you and the boys have fun later. What kind of fun do you guys do later and when? Just making conversation, nothing big.
Oh well, after Lady Halicanter goes to sleep for the night, some of us like to stay up late.
Uh-huh.
We'll take a couple of the Pegasi out for a ride.
Uh-huh. Oh, that sounds romantic.
Play some cards, hang out. Yeah. We all work here together, so we just all good friends.
I just out of curiosity, what do you think about relocating? Any chance?
Oh, I don't know about that. I mean, I'm doing my internship here.
Oh, your internship.
Oh yeah, we're all students.
Oh,
This is
how
one of the
old
best-
are you all?
Well, I'm 19, and this is 23, 24.
Okay. Little second is all like, I'm not a cougar.
It's like deep breath.
That's not bad.
Yeah, no, this is the best place to learn how to handle Pegasi in all of Faerun. It's just Lady Halicanter has certain demands if you're going to work here.
Mm-hmm. Did she pick you all up at one location or how did you all end up here?
Well, I mean, we come from all over the place. A lot of us have farms back home. Raising Pegasi it would be a huge boon for the family farm.
Oh, okay.
If you can learn it. See, and Pegasi eggs are worth a fortune.
Oh, do thell. Money talk now.
It's just
Like-
the
You know,
thirst has
like-
shifted.
like how much is it worth?
Like really valuable. If you've got if it's well bred, you have the good
Uh-huh.
paperwork for it, you could be talking thousands of gold.
Ooh. You and I definitely have more to discuss. Looks up and down later. But then she remembers 19, so
Calculations are being made in real time.
All
old is that?
right. So you recommended cinnamon bun.
Yeah, Cinnamon Swirl.
Oh,
And
Swirl.
the entire time, Cinnamon Swirl, like her hooves don't stay on the ground. She's constantly prancing. Like she's just excited.
Oh, she's a delight.
Just
Okay.
bouncing about.
How do we operate with this one?
Well, Cinnamon likes to play. So the thing about Cinnamon Swirl is you have to convince her that this is whatever you're doing.
Mhm.
You have to phrase it in the way as like a game or a cheer or something like that. It's got to be some kind of fun activity. Cinnamon Swirl does not do boring.
Oh, I don't do boring either, honey. All right. Likes to play games. Wants to have fun.
Yeah,
Well.
Cinnamon Swirl is, she likes a good time.
I do too. So we have something in common. Right. I don't know how long I'll be out here, but I hope you have refreshments ready when I guess Cinnamon Roll and I are done bonding.
We will have anything you need, miss.
Does that bonding start with learning her name?
And he kind of reaches out a hand to help you out up onto Cinnamon Swirl.
Thank you. She's trying to contain herself, but and she's going to see. Hold on, can I do that with this thing? What can I do with prestidigitation? Do. Small mark, symbols on an object. Anything else? Trying to make like a fun little game for her to chase after something with one of my cantrips, Precipitator or Thaumaturgy.
Do you have dancing lights? Do you?
Oh, that would have been perfect, wouldn't it? Maybe a musical note that she can listen for and go after, maybe?
Okay, you could try singing a song, see how she responds.
Okay. I'm so sorry for this one.
No, it's fine.
I believe I can fly. Cinnamon Roll, let's go touch the sky.
And the moment you start to sing, Cinnamon Swirl is in the air, and she's doing some kind of skyborne dance with your music.
Lilith gets excited and jumps off and uses her boots to dance with the Pegasus. Oh, you're gonna be fantastic for my next show!
At first, there's a moment of shock, and then Cinnamon Swirl is very excitedly like dancing around you once she sees you flying, and the two of you are dancing and flying together.
All right, so Lila's playing with Cinnamon.
All right. And we're going to take a little break right there because I did not realize it is so
Thank
far
God.
along already.
Oh my God.
We're just been having so much fun.
We're just having fun, getting to know our Pegasi. Stick with us to the break. We'll be back in 20 minutes. Pegasi in the sky. I can fly twice as high. Take a look for the plot hook. A flying roll doll. Let's get back to the show.
Excellent.
Well then.
This is delightful. I couldn't be happier. All right, so everybody has taken some time to dance with / fly on their horses, or in some cases truly fly while tethered to a Pegasi. And you're all brought down, and Aluena has come out to address you all, and she says, there's something you need to know about the Pegasi. Pegasi do not like dragons. Dragons are very quick, and they can snatch up a Pegasi out of the air in a bite.
This one liked dragging me.
So, that's...
See, he's the producer, so he gets to do it to his
yeah,
own
he's
jokes.
just kind of right. Just ready to go. So all of the Pegasi have a method to calm them down when they are frightened by dragons. So for you, young Rolda, Spitfire likes to be told how rad she is. She likes to do all of her incredible tricks and like barrel rolls and all that kind of stuff. She wants somebody to reaffirm her how incredibly cool she is, and then she'll calm down.
Seems very cool, so that should be easy.
And for you, Lucas, special delivery requires an old messenger's chant or affirmation. Basically, that no matter what, packages must be delivered. And when he hears this, it calms him down, and he'll be okay. Now, for you, Jabetta, with Spearhead, whenever he's upset, he requires an inspiring speech, like you would give to troops about to go into battle.
Okay.
And lastly, Cinnamon Swirl, Miss Lilith, requires a cheer,
Oh, goody.
like a fun little rhyme to let her know that everything's going to be okay.
Does it always have to rhyme?
That's up to Cinnamon Swirl.
Yes. That's perfect.
All righty then.
Now, about the Pegasi.
Yes.
Were you looking to keep these fine creatures?
Rhoda looks at Jabetta pleadingly, but not saying anything.
I'm trying not to look at Rolda.
Just like tears just resting on the eyes.
Her eyes get twice as big. It's like an anime cut, you know?
Yeah,
What?
get those lovely cutie curl eyelashes.
What is
Yeah.
the cost of such a endeavor?
Well, for friends of Theskel, I could give you a discount. I would say if you wanted to keep the animals, I would have to charge you 500 gold pieces a head.
I mean, it's supposed to be against enemies, but can Rhoda use Grovel Cower Bag here? But I think they would really like it at the academy because there's lots of other creatures to be friends with, and Spitfire could do so many cool tricks. Oh, William would like it so much. She would have lots of fans, and they would love her. I think it was a good home for them.
Jobetta's still trying not to look at Rolda.
Oh, it'll still be nice to get to know each other as well as we can. Pat the horse. There's no way Lucas can afford that.
Jobetta,
Just to be clear, that was directed at the woman.
Yeah, Alowina.
Jobetta gets. I imagine Jobetta would have still been on Spearhead, just chilling.
Oh yeah.
And she'll kind of pat Spearhead on the neck for him to hold still so she can get off.
Hey.
And she'll walk up to her, and she'll give her. I still have a gem that's worth 1,000 gold pieces.
Okay.
From way the fuck back when.
Yeah.
Yep.
Are those from the warehouse?
Yes, I think so.
Episode
Maybe.
2, guys.
You've had it for a while.
Yeah. And Jobetta says, would one of these suffice for part of the payment? If nothing else, it can be collateral until I can get you the replacement funds for this.
She takes a quick look at it. This'll do. Your organization's good for it, I trust.
Yes, and Jobetta will go ahead and pay outright for hers with the money she has, and
Okay.
pay outright for Rolda's with the money that she has.
All right.
Oh, you didn't have to do that. I have 500 gold.
Oh, do you?
Yes.
All right, Jobetta will pay for half of the cost of Rolda's.
Okay.
Oh, thank you.
All right. She says this gem should cover the other two. I think we're good here.
Beautiful. I very much appreciate this. I have no doubt that this is a highly discounted rate already.
Yes.
Celestial says, Spitfire, you're coming home with us. You're going to meet so many friends. They're going to be so impressed with your cool tricks. And we'll work on the kite flying thing. I'll teach you that later. That's going to look really cool when you learn how to do that too.
Excitedly whinnies.
That's a trick that I don't think any other Pegasus knows because they don't have a kobold friend like me. Ain't never had a friend like me. She goes into a little...
But you ain't never had a friend like me.
Exactly.
You've got power in your corner now. I can't do anything.
You got kobold in your corner now.
So the Pegasi seem quite happy with the situation,
and I whisper to her too, I can also protect you from mean things.
And Aluena claps again, and her boys bring her out a chair, and she sits down.
Aluena, that's your name, yes?
Yes.
Have you ever thought of expanding your business?
Oh, I don't think that's necessary. I dare say I've had quite a wonderful life out here. My retirement is quite nice.
Well, I was wondering if the Keep could probably take part in this business so you can relax more. Maybe we can start one up.
My boys take care of everything. They're very well trained. She kind of winks.
Franchising is an excellent opportunity for low risk growth. That's what Rhaegar always said.
Now, Rhoda, never forget, franchising is a completely unrelated scenario.
This is one of his drunken rants.
Yeah.
To us, Rhoda.
Yeah. About all
Remember,
the things.
franchising is a very
all of his business plans for when the adventuring company really took off.
Yeah. So, like, well, I'll be honest, I'm unambitious these days. I mean,
okay, you're being a riddle. Okay, sorry. I was wondering if you're doing a Puck flashback or not.
No.
Who are you, Puck?
I am Aluena Halicanter.
Okay.
I am unambitious these days, I'll be honest with you. I mean, I have everything a woman needs.
Well,
right
you don't
here.
have to. We'll take care of it for you.
That's
Do you
what
know
I
who
have
I
been
am?
for.
Aluena, do you know who I am by any chance?
No, I'm afraid I don't. I don't leave the ranch very often. I mean, really, Theskel gets me everything else I need. He provides deliveries from the merchants that go by Borskir.
Well, you'll be doing my home a great service if we could take part in this business you have here. I am literally a walking commercial ad.
That is true. She does not stop talking.
I can confirm this. I'll get back to you. Let me know if you survive your trip, and I wholly hope that you do.
Yes, this of course isn't anything that needs to be discussed right now, as we're in the middle of something. And
What time is it?
Jobetta will give her one of our coins.
It's getting late in the day, and she happily accepts the coin. It's evening by this point. You guys started your training in the morning, and by the time all of you have had time to get acquainted with these animals.
You mean it's night?
What?
You mean it's almost night?
It's almost night.
This is gonna be fun. Sorry. I didn't think we were gonna be staying for the day.
Well,
Sorry.
if you need to get to the Forest of Worms, any of the Pegasi can take you there.
Is this we will probably stop at Subar first to see if any information that we can glean.
Ah, yes.
And maybe pick up some supplies.
Of course.
How long is the journey from here?
Oh, to Subar, not far at all. You could get there within an hour.
Perfect.
With the Pegasi.
Perfect. Thank you so much for everything. We will be on our way shortly.
All right. It's a pleasure doing business with you.
Absolutely.
If everyone's leaving, Lil's gonna just kind of get a little closer to Eloine and be like, "Oh, seriously, how do you do your business? I really like what you have going on here."
It's incredible, isn't it?
Yes.
I barely have to pay them.
I love you.
It's like, teach me, grandmother.
Pretty much. Lil would be like, "Can you please teach me?"
So Lilith is staying and the rest of us are going? Cool, sweet. Bye!
Bye.
Maybe someday. Good luck on your adventure, honey. Come on, boys. Time for a bath. And they all she funnels these men into her manor house.
A bath. Jabata, we could use a bath.
Jabata says,
I mean, we haven't had an
"Spearhead up."
obligatory bathhouse scene.
Spearhead up.
Lilith is going to, I'm so sorry to do this, is going to prestidigitate on Lucas and make him smell really bad and be like, "He needs a bath."
I feel like he probably already smells bad.
Yeah, no, it's just
Like,
Burnt
blood
flesh
or
and-
rotting meat.
Yeah.
like, my eyes are burning. He needs a bath. Honestly, the dragons are going to find us due to his smell.
Lilith, we must go.
Ah,
We don't have time for this.
can we just revisit then?
You can.
Okay.
You come back anytime you want.
I do not wish to come back with you. This is disgusting behavior. Let's go.
What?
So
No.
judgy.
Special delivery, Subar.
Straight to Subar.
I don't know. I jump on top of Spitfire and yell at her Celestial. Special delivery is gonna beat you there.
Snort.
Lilith wants to do that one thing when we're leaving. She wants to look at the boys as they're trying to leave, and she's like, "Call me."
Jobetta is during this flight is going to ritual cast speak with animals.
It's like throws out message scrolls. Okay.
No. Now I'm gonna ritual cast speak with animals.
Okay.
And I'm gonna actually
Oh. Yeah. Okay. No, I don't have it prepared though. Do I have to have it prepared to ritual cast it? Still.
I don't know. What do you want to cast?
I was gonna speak with animals, but I was gonna wait for a long rest till I can
Oh, I see.
prepare because I didn't get one.
to ritual cast. I don't.
No, for the
think you
time
have
being,
to.
I'll just yell at him and her and Celestial. It'll be fine.
Okay.
Lilith's gonna fly in front of Lucas due to his odor.
Which you caused.
I'm looking into it like, can I get rid of that?
You can just spell
Jobetta
your
will
own.
I
have
could.
Spearhead fly a bit above everyone else so that she can kind of see everybody.
Monitor the situation.
Yeah.
Above and slightly behind.
Yeah, kind of in the
All right.
And then she's gonna cast speak with animals and in Celestial. She's gonna say, so they're all odd. Very sorry.
It's okay. My stable mates are all a little odd.
Yes.
They do not all have the discipline. Even that Flash Magnus is a little bit of a hot dog,
Wolf.
dare I say.
What does he like?
He is brash,
Ah,
occasionally disregards orders.
okay. That's horrifying.
Indeed.
It's and Gilbetta will proceed to tell him about everybody in this party. Kind of like, just kind of say,
Rolda. She will listen, but she gets very distracted, and she's much smarter than she lets on. Not sure if she knows it. That one, he fucked up yesterday, so we're not on great terms right now.
Ah, I can see as disciplinary action you removed his arm. You run a tight ship.
That was done before I arrived.
Ah, I see.
Yes. And then...
So he was flogged then?
Something like that, yes.
Excellent.
And then that one, I have nothing. There's no hope. She is utterly
she appeared to be eager to mate back on the farm.
Yes, she very much was. Even when I tried to dissuade her of her silly, nonsensical ways. We have something to accomplish, and her goals were getting in the way of that.
Yes, I have dealt with females in heat before.
Yes.
And they can be unfocused.
Yes.
And undisciplined at times.
Yes, of course. I'm not can't say I've never experienced that, but my fiance is at home. And so when we're out on a mission, this isn't the place for that. Neither the place nor the time.
No, there is only the mission.
Only the mission. And then they just talk the rest of the way.
It's just a little man just like having a therapy session with your Pegasus.
Yeah. That's what happens.
All right. So as you guys, it doesn't take long to get to Subar. It's really quick. Rolda arrives first.
Yeah, we beat him.
And it's like Spitfire gets to the ground and like skids across the dirt, digging her hooves in for a stop.
The whole time I was just like holding onto her neck for dear life, going wee right in her ear. So when we stop and skid, I go flying off and tumble. And I'll go ahead and take 2 points of damage.
Excellent. But by the time you recover,
and I get up and go, yay!
Spitfire is doing kind of a celebratory dance.
I'm gonna join her and dance.
Yeah.
When Jabetta lands, I'm gonna call out to her and just be like, Jabetta, hey, can you do that flower thing for my Pegasi, please?
What color flower would you like?
Pink.
She does it.
Cinnamon Swirl loves it. She's all about it.
And it's like a kind of like a pink tulip. But it's opened up.
The order in which everyone arrives is Rolda, followed by Lucas on Special Delivery, followed by Lilith on Cinnamon Swirl, because Cinnamon Swirl did not take the direct route. She danced around, she chased a thing, and she went to another place, and then she went. And then Gilbetta and Spearhead are the last to land to make sure everybody got on the ground safely.
Ever so elegantly and like dutifully, just landing perfectly. And Gilbetta says to Spearhead, she says, they seem to have matched with their appropriate counterparts.
Yes, it's uncanny.
Rolda is still just like doing the victory dance, trying to
scarred.
as the dutiful follower she is, she's trying to copy the dance moves of Spitfire.
Yeah.
Oh my god. Is she like on all fours? Like
just sort of like,
I'm gonna get off Special Delivery. I'm gonna see if I can find an inn for everyone tonight. Because
there is an inn in Subar.
And does it have a bath and a armor cleaning service?
Just the one. It does not have an armor cleaning service. It is a very basic place.
Basic.
Yeah.
That's called elbow grease, homie.
It is.
Bit shine that shit.
Oh yeah.
It's kind of like a hunting lodge.
Makes sense.
Yeah.
Is there somewhere? Is there like a stable or somewhere that we can house our Pegasi for the night?
There is a stabling area because this is Stubar is the place where like wealthy nobles and stuff go if they want to hunt a green dragon.
Okay.
I'm gonna leave special delivery with people, and I'll see to getting everyone rooms.
Also,
right.
I would have sent. I would have gotten MT1 or somebody on the sending stone to come and retrieve our cart that we left.
Very well. They send somebody out. The tavern is called the Winding Way, and it operates as a tavern and an inn. And it's actually fashioned out of a old temple of Bane. So, there's that.
Yeah.
And
So there's that minor detail that I'm sure won't come up.
Yeah, especially not to the person that has gods angrily chatting to him.
Yeah, no big deal.
yeah, no big deal at all. And as you guys go in, the atmosphere is somewhat dire. You could tell that everybody in here is kind of on edge.
Is this like is it got like a bar and like? Is it
Yeah, it's got a bar. There's a bunch of seating and stuff. It seems somewhat sparsely attended at this point, but you can see groups of people that are clearly hunters and rangers. There are people that appear to be counting out green dragon scales on tables, trying to figure out what to do with them.
I noticing everyone's stressed out. Roller will
Yeah.
they go to cast some calm emotions, but nothing happens, and she's just like exhausted. Yeah, maybe we should go to bed.
going up? I think Lucas was planning on procuring some rooms.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
How much does that cost?
Easy enough. There are rooms available. They're underbooked right now. So the woman who runs the place is a motherly woman. Her name is Mag, and she happily provides some rooms for you guys at the regular rate of 5 gold pieces per night.
Okay.
Jobetta's gonna kind of walk up and sit at the bar somewhere, and she'll order a water, and then kind of when they give it to her, she'll kind of say, "So everybody seems a little on edge here today."
Well, yeah. I guess you weren't here.
No, we just got into town.
Well, some new guy rode a cart into the forest, and he was being followed by a white dragon.
What did
Those
the
eyes,
new
folks.
guy? What did the new guy look like?
Well, folks saying he was some kind of dragonborn or half dragon or something.
Did anyone say what color he was?
Yeah, somebody said he was red.
Okay.
Went in there with the cart roaring like a bat out of hell.
Do you know of any reason why he might be riding into the forest?
No clue. All I know is you don't want to go too deep into the forest of worms. On the edges, The young green dragons, they're a little more aggressive, but easier to handle. But the deeper you get in, the older and stronger they get. The center of the forest, that's where the oldest ones hide out.
Right.
I certainly wouldn't go in with a cart.
Of course. We don't have a cart currently.
I don't know what a white dragon's doing all the way down here either.
Has anyone else gone in recently, or?
No, we've been hearing all kinds of sounds, roars. See, I've been running this place for a while, so you get to know green dragons pretty well.
Mm-hmm.
Don't believe a thing they ever tell you.
I had a friend like that.
The green dragons, they like to mess with people, like to corrupt them, but they're also choosy about their mates. They'll fight occasionally when it's in season. And it sounds like that have been happening ever since that guy arrived. Like a bunch of the green dragons are fighting each other.
Hmm.
We don't know what for. No, everybody's been too afraid because once their ire's up, they can be just as savage as the blacks. The black dragons.
So
yeah.
I knew what you meant. So it sounds like this white dragon and this red half dragon caused some dissension among the green dragons.
Yeah, they got them riled up something bad. Hunters have been afraid to go in ever since. We had one crew go in afterwards, and we haven't seen them. I mean, that's not new, but
do you think any of the groups would be willing to go in if we were to go in together?
Talk to the hunters. If you got enough coin, a lot of them will do anything. They're contractors.
Interesting.
Back over at the counter, I told her, so Mags, I know it's kind of late. Are they still serving dinner? We worked up quite an appetite riding Pegasuses all day. Just brag about how we've been riding Pegasus.
Just like looking around.
They still have dinner here? I'm hungry.
I've got a couple things. I've got Helmthorn wine, and I've got snake meat stew.
Ooh, that sounds delicious. I want to. I'm definitely gonna go find a seat. If Joe Budd is still sitting somewhere, I'll sit next to her and order some snake meat stew.
All right.
And but I'll also ask Megs, why is everybody's upset?
Dragons are riled up.
Why are the dragons mad?
Oh, that red-scaled dragonborn or half dragon or whatever he was went into the forest with a white dragon, and shit's been crazy ever since.
Oh, that white dragon is dangerous. It almost killed me. I was flying, and then it came through, and it went with icy breath, and I fell out of the sky.
I see.
I didn't have the Pegasus yet. I was being trailed behind a regular horse then. Does anyone here make cloaks?
Well, a couple of the guys make cloaks if they catch any young worms or even the younger dragons.
Of any of the peoples here?
Ask around. Some people might have some. I don't keep an inventory of everybody's stuff.
Okay. So yeah, at this point, I'll go sit next to Joe Betta and order some snake stew, and
All right.
ask the bartender when I order my stew. Does any of these people make cloaks?
You just asking around?
I'm just asking the bartender when I order my my stew. I'll also
Okay.
throw it in there.
All right. The one guy says, "Yeah, well, that group over there has got a couple scales they're sorting out. You might be able to turn that into a cloak."
Okay. What do these guys look like?
A bunch of guys covered in furs. We've got various hunting implements and traps on them.
Do they look like the sort of people that would smite a colt with a 12?
No, they don't look like knights.
Okay. Then yeah, I'll eat some stew real quick and then go talk to him.
Okay. What can I do for you?
The guy at the bar said that maybe you could help me find a new cloak because I lost mine when I got attacked by the white dragon.
Oh. Well, I mean, I got a couple of green dragon scales. They're not...
How big are green dragon scales?
These ones are varying sizes, depending on the age of the dragon.
Do you make cloaks out of the scales? They seem like they'd be very stiff.
You could probably make some cloaks out of these. The green dragon scales are actually pretty flexible, and he kind of grabs one and moves it a bit.
Oh.
They're pretty nimble creatures.
I don't know how to make that. Do you know someone who knows how to make that?
I'm afraid there's not much sewers around right now. There was a guy, but he went into the forest just the other day. He didn't come out.
Oh, no.
Yeah.
Well, maybe if we find him, he will be very nice and give me one.
Maybe.
I just thought it would be neat to... Can I maybe buy one of the small ones as a souvenir?
Oh. Sure, you got a gold coin?
I have a gold coin.
He takes it and he grabs one from the pile and gives it to you.
Ooh, neat.
These are chest scales. They flake off naturally.
Oh, so you just found it.
Yeah, we just grabbed some.
That's nice. Do you guys go in there a lot?
I used to. I don't know if I'd be going in right now.
Why? How come?
Because they're pretty riled up ever since that Dragonborn or half dragon rolled in.
Do they not like white dragons?
They don't like anybody going into their territory.
So the green dragons only?
Green dragons don't get along with other chromatic dragons. They're pretty territorial, and white dragons don't have a great reputation as it is. Also, they're fiercely protective of their eggs.
Oh yes, eggs are very important. Interesting. Okay, thank you for the scale. And I will go back to Jobetta and just kind of relay this, assuming that it's novel information. It might not.
All right.
Yeah, Jobetta says, yes, I plan to inquire about the party that went in and see what we can learn about them.
All right.
It says they're very fierce about eggs. Do you think the eggs at the place that we were at, they were green dragon eggs? What kinds were the ones that were dead? Was this black dragon or was this green dragon?
We know.
They were black dragons.
They were black dragon. Jobetta says maybe they're coming here to try to acquire some green dragon eggs.
That might be why they were mad. But that guy said, and he seemed to know what he was talking about. He said that the green dragons don't like other kinds of dragons, even the chromatic ones.
Yep, that's pretty accurate. Based on my studies of the dragon cults.
So, do you think that maybe the dragons would help us find the mean red guy and the white dragon?
Potentially, I was actually kind of thinking the same thing myself.
I could try talking to them.
I think maybe we learn more information before we make any decisions.
Maybe we can learn information from the worms. I speak Draconic.
Right. I mean, but I think we learn more information about who went in there.
Oh,
and
yes,
how long
I didn't
they-
think of that. That's why you're in charge.
She just like pats rolled on the head. Just like your stew. She says your stew's gonna get cold.
Oh no, she gobbled that down.
Oh, she
Oh,
did.
she ate it already. So, as things wind down, eventually everybody starts to head up to their rooms.
Oh, I wanted to ask something.
Oh, go ahead.
Besides this, that's causing a stir. Are there any other past events that happened here that caused a stir as well?
No, things have been pretty normal around here lately. There's a group of folks that came through, before winter there, had an unusual looking cart, a weird horse.
Weird how?
That was, real
It was
fancy.
on fire.
The horse was all black, had flames for mane and tail.
Did one of them have a mustache like this? And
Yeah, that's the guy.
yeah, okay. Yeah, they are strange, but we know them.
There's that guy, a halfling. Another guy had like tree parts.
Yes.
He doesn't have tree parts anymore. It's two separate guys now.
Yep.
They're our friends.
There was a younger guy with him. Had a round hat. Seemed real panicky.
Yes, that would be the one. They are strange, but they're friendly. They're
harmless.
Yeah. Well, I wouldn't say that.
They're good mystery solvers.
How long ago were they here?
Oh, that would have been before winter. So, just
Do you
before
remember-
winter, back in the fall.
Do you remember what their business was?
They wanted to go in the forest. They were looking for something. They wanted to hire a crew, but then they didn't. I don't know how they got in.
Did they go in? Did they actually go into the forest?
They didn't hire a crew. They tried to go in by themselves, then they came out again, and then they kind of vanished.
Yeah, they tend to do that. All right. I may have more questions as things pop up, but I'll let you get back to your work. Busy place.
You see a look of realization come over Rhoda's face, and she's like, Japan. This is Japan.
Yes, Roldo.
They told us this story. This is the place that they said it was too dangerous, so they didn't go in. It's very dangerous in there. And that was before all of the dragons got mad.
Mm-hmm.
So I like you guys, so maybe we shouldn't go in there.
Well, we don't have to decide anything tonight. And she says also, Rhoda, and not everyone needs to know everything.
That's why she pulled you down to whisper this to you.
Yeah, but we just we don't
Announcing all our Pegasi
we
and
don't
whatnot.
have to yeah we don't have to yell everything about to everyone in town.
Okay.
All right,
I will keep secrets.
As things calm down and everybody funnels out to their rooms for the night and the place shuts down.
It's getting late.
Yeah. Overtime. Everything kind of calms down in Subar. And unbeknownst to the party, deep in the forest of worms, there is a trail of destruction. Wounded and badly injured and dying, there are scattered male green dragons. And as they lay dying from their wounds on the forest floor, massive growths start to sprout up around them. And as you go deeper into the forest, another one falls, clattering to the ground, covered in wounds. And a very large male green dragon stands triumphant. And a familiar red-scaled half-dragon walks out from behind him. Says, okay. So no other challenges, eh? And then we're going to stop right there. Because my batteries are dying.
Okay.
Just replace them with my backup batteries.
Okay. No, this is fine. This is all fine. We're walking into a slaughterhouse.
So thank you so much for joining us today, guys. Thanks for checking out our show. Be sure to give us those follows. Check us out on Discord. We keep track of everything we do in between shows and what's going on there. And be sure to check out our merch store and also how we're taking donations for both Extra Life and for a Gen Con trip that we're planning to take everybody on, get some cool content done up there.
Yeah, reminder for the Extra Life fundraiser, for every donation of $10 or more, you get entered into a drawing to win a private game with Puck as your DM. So you and your friends can hop online and play a game in the AKA world. Also, yeah, we're trying to raise those funds to get to Gen Con, and also with the merch store, keep an eye out. Our Discord is a great place to keep up with news, to see what new is coming out, and we got some stuff we're going to be working on. We will at some point be offering dice for sale up there with the AKA for the crits. So
yeah,
keep an eye out.
Got a bunch of cool merch on the go, and you can get our different designs and stuff in the Redbubble store right now.
You can get the Scott shirt in the Redbubble store right now, in the link in the panels.
Mm-hmm. And you can also check us out on Patreon, where you can, we got 3 tiers there. First tier gets you some cool stuff every month. Second tier gets you an invite into our special Minecraft server and participate in some polls when I remember to come up with one every week. And,
well, you can join for as little as $1 to get access to all of our bonus content and early access content, works in progress, kind of like see the stories that unfold before they're edited down for YouTube quality. And then, then there's the correspondence school. You get fun postcards each month, the Minecraft server at the next tier up, and then the highest tier.
The highest tier, you get to play in a game with me once a month and other patrons, and occasionally some people from the show drop in as well. So, you can hop on for that. But that's the show for tonight. Tomorrow, we've got Too Many Warlocks. The story continues. And then it continues again on Tuesday with our Deadlands campaign. And they continue to ride trains towards Hollywood, and hijinks ensue.
Well, actually, this episode we're about to walk into the busted open, it looks like gates of Fort 51.
They just arrived at Fort 51. They have subdued the Kyles.
Yes, the Kyles have been subdued.
There's no Naruto runners left, but there is a wide open Fort 51.
Yep. That's coming Tuesday.
Ooh. We can't wait to see what you find.
Kevin's mind is all kinds of fucking weird, so it's who fucking knows.
Excellent. I take this as a challenge. Okay.
It really shows up, there will be clapping of alien cheeks.
And should we mention that the date has changed on another thing?
Oh yes, we have rescheduled our table flip. Jabetta's table flip / Sarah's table flip for Clockwork Dominion happening now on the 29th
Yes.
of the month. It's going to happen in the afternoon. We're going to roll right out of that directly into this show.
Well, there'll be an
that
hour
day.
between.
Yeah, there'll be an hour in between.
Yeah.
So you'll get ample coverage for the entire Sunday.
So if you got nothing to do that Sunday, you can spend almost all day with us.
Absolutely. It's going to be delightful. I can't wait to step in the shoes of Robin Goodfellow yet again.
Robin! I can't wait to get my revenge. I mean, what?
Look, do what you want to Robin. He will take everything you've got.
So tune in for a very broken session of Clockwork Dominion.
It's going to be broke as hell.
We got special guests on that. Felix will be joining us from
Felix.
Dingo's Fool's Gold campaign, mastermind behind that. And we also have another special guest, which we will be announcing when the day comes. I think that's it.
Yep.
Stay tuned for the raid.
Stay tuned for the raid, everybody. And until next time, class dismissed.
The plural, if you would. Pegasus is Pegasus, I pronounce it how you please. Everyone sings of you.